Hey, practice community, welcome to this week's Monday message, where we are continuing in our journey of exploring boundaries and radical boundaries and ultimately what they mean to you or what they've not meant to you. And this week, we're going to explore the intersection of boundaries and self-worth, or boundaries and our sense of enoughness. And a question that I have been contemplating myself and working with a little bit in my own journal practice is, what is the relationship between boundaries and a sense of enoughness? When I operate within the boundaries that I know are best for me, or that are upholding me, or that are nourishing me, or that allow me to be free with my resources out in the world, how does that impact or even influence or even inform my sense of enough? And a question that I'm going to share later this week, but I'll pop it here as well, is that when boundaries mean consciously not stepping outside of our capacity and knowing what is personally sufficient for ourselves, then what boundaries, when you don't uphold them, have the biggest impact on your sense of enoughness? What if our sense of enoughness is not informed by anything outside of us? No people, no external circumstance, no outcomes, no results, no expectations, but it was an entirely internal locus of enoughness. What if our enoughness comes from the boundaries we keep with ourselves, not just set, but uphold? So think about the boundaries that when you get flexible with, or the boundaries that you pretend or feign uncertainty around, have the most influence on your sense of enough, or your sense of worthiness, or your sense of self-worth. And I've really been emphasizing something in particular these last few weeks. I haven't asked anyone to go define their boundaries. I've mostly been inviting you all to uphold them, because when I ask you what your boundaries are, I don't hear a lack of clarity. What I hear is a lack of gumption in maintaining what we know is good for us. And so what if it isn't that you're bad at boundaries? What if you have them intact? What if you know exactly what they are, exactly what they're for, and exactly what they'll give you? And that's not the problem. Maybe the problem isn't that we don't have any. The problem is that we don't maybe give them enough space and grace to be good to us. And so that's the invitation this week. Make a list of the boundaries that, when you regularly disown them or ignore them, or ignore the signs that we need to get more on their side, have a impact or have an outcome on our self-worth that's less than ideal. I'd just be curious. And if you want to share in the comments below any that are top of mind, I would love to hear about them. And in addition, tomorrow I'm going to be opening spots in my coaching project, my new and improved coaching project for the fall, titled Project Glass Ceiling. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am so excited about this project. I am so excited for these conversations. I don't even know what's going to come of it. I don't know what is going to happen in these conversations. I'm really just proposing that I get to have 40, 75-minute calls specifically with women and women identifying folks who are looking to unpack and disrupt any internalized or personalized glass ceilings. And it may not even be those glass ceilings that the world has told us are holding us back. It may be quite the opposite. Maybe what the world is telling you need isn't your ceiling at all. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's listening to your intuition, or honoring your self-permission, or respecting your boundaries. Maybe that's your glass ceiling. And it has nothing to do with the ways in which the system has informed you or told you you're not enough. Maybe it's the ways that we actively disown our self-worth. That's our glass ceiling. So whatever it is, however it's shaped in your life, I can't wait to talk to you about it, to unpack it, to bring some awareness to it, to possibly overcome it. Maybe it's closer than you think. So spots are opening tomorrow. That project starts on September 1st and it will run through the end of October. Availability is limited to 40 conversations, and those are 75 minutes each. If you have any questions about the project before you book, if you're not sure if it's for you, or you're anxiously excited and you want to be in the project, but you just need a few more questions answered, please reach out to me and let me know. All right, y'all. I hope you have a fabulous week in your practice, in your work, in your life, in your journal, wherever it is you're spending that time. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow. Okay, take care.